It's the Hip Hop School.
It's that time.
Past and present podcast.
It's that time.
All regions stand up.
On your feet.
North, South,
Everywhere.
East,
Where you at?
West,
Huh?
Midwest.
You
Where you
know
at?
the rule.
Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Big Ron in the crowd called Primo, Fur, and Deja Rude, child. Get out your feelings, you get booed at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Near can't be mad, cause you got swag and easy, cool. It's your motherfucking problem, knowledge rule at the Hip Hop School. You know the rule. Act a fool. You gotta be tight with your tool when you go to the Hip Hop School. Can't look like that, come in too slung out artifacts. The truth is cruel, but that's just fuel at the Hip Hop School. Past and present.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Hip Hop School Past and Present podcast. I am your girl, Deasia, the assistant principal. You have Supreme Rod, the principal, Heezy, the dean of hip hop, and Brother Truth, the agriculture teacher for all of your greenery needs. Tonight we have an impromptu show. You know, we go on usually on Mondays, every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. But tonight we have a special guest in the building. If you guys all know that there has been this altercation between Trae the Truth and Zero that happened down in Houston or whatnot. And a lot of people had their commentary about it. And it's one of those things that actually just had people, you know, kind of divided in what they actually thought about it, because those are two legends. And they are some people who are respected in the game. So it was just unfortunate for things to play out like that. We are aware that they have had an ongoing, quote unquote, beef, I would say, or ongoing, like, just bad energy amongst each others or whatever. So tonight we have none other than Josh Prince in the building, who is a cousin of Jay Prince. He will be joining us tonight. When y'all get in here, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and share the video as well. Hello, Josh. How you doing tonight?
Oh, man, I'm blessed. What's happening with you?
Nothing much. Nice to have you.
What's up, bro? It's nice to be here. You know, I'm a big fan of the show. Y'all always spilling some trill shit, man. So, you know, hey, man, salute to y'all. Congratulations on the success of it.
For sure. Appreciate it. For sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, we ready to rock.
Yes, indeed. So, of course, we're gathered here today to discuss.
Give him a son.
We're gathered here today. You heard me. We're gathered here today to discuss the unfortunate altercation between Zero and Trae the Truth. And they have been at each other for quite a bit of time. And to be honest with you, none of us really know the origins of their beef. Like, it is unclear of what their real issue was with each other to begin with. Do you have any insight on that as to what the problem was to begin with?
I mean, really pretty much it all boiled down to what they've been saying in the interviews, or what Zero talked about a while back, which really kind of stirred the pot up a little bit when he went on there with Scarface and them and he brought back up the incident from when him and J-Ton got arrested, you know, headed to a show. And it involved that somebody snitched on somebody and, you know, over the drink and all that there. So that's where the big falling out really came from, as far as the bad blood with them. And
for those who don't know, who is J-Ton?
That's Trae, little brother.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I saw. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing that whole story and everything. The only thing that was funny about that to me is, you know, they say that happened back in 05, 06. You know what I'm saying? They dropped the album, their last album in 09. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think it was that far back.
It was in 08 when they dropped the album, but it was like 06 when the incident happened. But the only reason really why they dropped that album is because they still was under like a contract to rap a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because you notice at the time, that's when Trae started going heavy on his solo albums. After that album, you didn't get another album from ABN. And they both started doing their solo stuff, but they were just kind of fulfilling the contract then.
Yeah. So nobody really knew that, because I thought they were still rocking up until, like, you know what I mean, 2010, 11. You know what I mean? I thought that's why that whole timeline wasn't really adding up for me. But okay, I get it. I get it for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that it was out, and then like the old man, he kind of, at the time he got him under contract, so he kind of can control the situation a little bit. But once they both went their separate ways, and you know how it go in the streets, it's like, you know, your homeboys get to talking over here, and they come up, well, yeah, he did such and such, such and such, but yeah, he a whole ass nigga, he done it, and then now you saying, nah, it went this way. So it just over the years, it just was like they'll be in certain places at certain times. It was kind of like it'll get brushed under the rug, but then it's like, if you notice, like, man, a lot of people mad over that because they feel like this character that Zero had portrayed, he was just this super dude, which really, people in H-Town and stuff like that really know, dude, he ain't. I can't say he ain't built like that, but like how people why people so mad out of them too. If you look at right now, even the interview, like him running to the news, you don't see Trae running to the news, man. He say this family business and we gonna leave it at that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like it's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff that come with that. That's why nobody in H-Town really touching it. You see none of the celebrities or none of the big name legendary cast, even Slim Thug, he went to say, man, I ain't in that. That's family business.
Right.
Yeah, but are they actually, and when they say it's family business, are they just meaning just the family that they built with each other? Because isn't Trade the Truth and Zero just family by association? They're not actual blood cousins, right?
Man, really, with that, it's like 1 minute they blood cousin, and
Right.
they angry.
Yeah, I heard that plenty of times.
I done heard both. Yeah, I done heard both.
Yeah. So when Zero the only one that said he wasn't his cousin, but I think that was out of anger because if I ain't mistaken, like they blood cousins. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's just one of them situations where like even with that, and then it spill over to the street stuff because they really trying to fall up under code because they, like even with Gorilla Mob, they all came up under Crippin'. You know what I'm saying? The Crip set. So it spill over into that. That's why when Slim Thug said the other day, when he tried to amend it and he tried to kind of get them to, in a space to where they can squash it, his homeboys told him, man, get out of that. People done went to jail. It's bigger than that. Like it's a whole bunch of stuff going.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's unfortunate that it's playing out like that in the media.
Man, the media, you know how the media is. It's always gonna flip everything.
So I got a question for you, brother. Everybody got an opinion on how Zero is doing. From a brother that's been around, seen some things. You know what I'm saying? Oh wait, hold on, we gotta wait for him to come back in. He having the technical difficulties. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you familiar with the street code, the G code?
Yeah, like I come from the streets. I got a background in the streets, man. I came up in the streets, like from everything, hustling, gang banging, everything. So and I jumped off the porch at 12. So with that street code shit, like even you gotta be mindful. You gotta be only crash dummies fall up under that street code shit. For real. If you look in the history of America, and I'm talking about you go to the mob, you go to anybody that's been streets, even the mafia, they were snitching. They might not snitch. I'm gonna go give you them over here. It always they was playing chess. So if you a street cat, you playing with dope, and you're gonna be facing federal charge and stuff like that, you gotta play chess. Only crash dummies to sit here and be like, if I know my enemy over here and I can throw them under the bus, that's a set. I'm gonna get them off the street, then I get back out here and I can get the money. That's how bosses think. Just to be honest, think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like they always being strategic. And being strategic in the streets, just to be honest, I done seen it come with snitching, what they call it. Go back to it. Look, anybody.
So do you think Zero was snitching when he went to the white media, Fox News?
Yeah, he was snitching. Of course he was. The thing with Zero and his snitching is this is a character that you portrayed not to be. Like, and that spill over into like the music industry, the coach. That's why so many people mad, because it's like they didn't separate this music. They didn't separate his character from music, and they thought, okay, man, this is just the stand-up stiff dude. Then when he go to move, and then if you really pay attention to a cat like Zero, and like I say, I ain't gonna dirty his name or nothing like that. I'm just a person. I pay attention to everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like he been doing like shady shit. Like everybody he get into it with, he end up making amends with, but then you couldn't make it right with your homeboys. That mean you really fucked up. Because if you got into it with Slim Thug and y'all was beefing for so long that y'all like the best of friends, you remember back in the Gap, he dissed 50 Cent. You know
Flip too. Oh yeah, 50 Cent.
Yeah, people don't remember
Flip.
he dissed 50 Cent, and then he kind of made a little statement of what, like it was a long time ago in the V-Lad interview where he said it was blind loyalty why he got into it with 50 because he was trying to uphold Jay Prince. And it's like, so really, if you who you say you are, shit, you don't get in people beef unless it's yours. And then when you start like getting away from this dude over here because he was taking care of you, getting your cars while you was fighting your murder case, now you want to shit on him and say, well, nah, I was blinded to be following him. That's why I got into it with him. And then you run over here and try to be friends with him. The way you rap, a cat like you shouldn't move like that because your lyrics, that ain't what you put in your lyrics.
Yeah, so it seemed like to me using those words that's synonymous with being lured in for a long time, for years, because he was even he done said he been blindsided. The man, now for real though, the man was on the interview with the news people and had said he got lured in. You know what I'm
and then the thing with that's just like that news.
He always signed and captured.
He over there, he's saying on the news interview, like, man, you know, I see why people act like animals, and I don't want to be like that.
Yeah,
but just
a
couple of weeks ago, you was trying to attack a civilian, man, because like he walked over to you and Zero. Like I done booked him for a show before too. I used to do promotion and stuff. So back in the Gap, I booked him for a show down in East Texas. Me and a couple of partners, man. And he always had this demeanor, like he don't fuck with his fans, like he had a chip on his shoulder, like y'all don't really fuck with me, like type shit. So the dude approached him over there at the boxing thing, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, trying, oh, that's Zero. And, you know, he got this type of attitude where he'd be like, nigga, fuck all that. Like, nigga, I ain't shaking no hands and shit like that. Like, he tough. So you just did this a while back here recently to a civilian cat. Now, when this shit go on, you acting like you just, oh, I don't want to be like an animal or nothing like that. That was animalistic what you did. They got you on camera doing it.
And don't he got a domestic case of beating on a woman?
Just Brittany, you know what I'm saying?
That's true too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's true too. That's true. Hey, so let's take it back to the fight. So what you think about that though? What you think about the whole, you know, he caught, you know, he sucker punched him, then they jumped him. So what you think about that whole thing?
I just think like from my opinion of it, man, that's how shit go in the streets. It's like, nigga, you steady bumping about this shit. We really mad about it because yeah, nigga, you did some whole shit. Like you really snitched, you know what I'm saying? And then like even with the part about him going, if you go look at both interviews with him and Jason when they going and they giving they what happened with the situation. Yeah, right. Zero shit don't add up. So it really just done boiled over to where Trae called you over and be like, man, look here, because you steady bumping about this shit and we steady to let you make it. Like, nah, we ain't gonna keep on going through this here, man.
And if you watch the Scarface and Willie D interview with Zero, it's like they checked him. They checked him on the interview on the cool. Like, nigga, nah, you ain't do it right.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that part. Yeah.
And even with that interview, he told on himself because at the time, like in 06, J-Ton was a youngster, right? Trae always, and pay attention to this here, Trae always been built to where like he the protector. Like he come out the streets, but he always wanted to be like, you know what I'm saying, humanitarian or whatever. So he didn't want his little brother off into all this bullshit, drinking and drugging. So J-Ton sneak with Zero, he big cousin, he out here loking, he doing his thing, and he jump in the car with Zero, like, okay, I'm finna get high and get full this drink. So Zero saying, oh, it was J-Ton. But at the time, he a youngster. He ain't had, you got an ounce of weed 9 times out of 10. You the one supplying all the drugs. He hiding it from his brother. So when y'all stop and got drinking shit, you already had it. That's why he jumped in the car with you, trying to hide from his brother that he finna get in here and get fucked up with you. You know what I'm saying? So his account of the story, like I was out in the streets like that. I done got full of this drink. We get to riding. And if you know where Beaumont and Orange at from Houston, by the time I get to this area, yeah, I'm leaning because I'm going fast. I'm going down through there. I'm getting high. You used to doing this here. You swerving in the car a little bit or whatever to get us pulled over. But like J-Ton say, I woke up, you know, and the shit that he had supplied was right here. Damn. But then he telling these folks, oh, that ain't mine. And then if you look at it at the time, Zero had just got out of jail. You just getting back out here. You booking shows. You getting money. Of course, you ain't ready to go back to jail. So, you know, you don't, shit, that ain't mine. That's his.
Yeah. You know what? I actually, when I looked at him in that news interview, which that was so crazy to me because it was so many lies that were told on the news that I can't even specifically say, what the truth is, but I could tell how he was delivering information that there were lies being told because I could pick up people's body language and how they try to deflect from a question and things like that. And I'm like, you got on here and you finna start lying when you ain't even have to get on the news to begin with.
That man called the news people. He called the news people and say, let me set the story straight. So if you're a street cat, you ain't got to set the story straight with white media. You got to set the story straight with the streets.
All right.
So think about that now. They say, okay, well, we into it because you snitched. And he's saying, well, now I ain't snitched. But then when they have altercation, he call the white media and say, hey, come here, I'm going to tell y'all. And then they say, you know who hit you? Trae, the truth hit me. I know he hit me for sure.
Yeah, he said that was the only person he seen hit him.
Right.
Too. That was
let me ask you this. What? Because this was so crazy to me that I was like, this man here gonna get somebody locked up. Because people was telling me, oh, it's okay that he's telling us that he's saying something because this is something that happened to him. No, dude, if you in the streets, if you a street cat, I don't care if you got shot, you ain't supposed to tell.
It's a fight though.
You. And I'm like, you got into a fight. You not beat up like that. And so the thing is when Zero was retelling the story or whatnot, he said Trae, he said the man name, pointing him out.
That didn't say Trae the truth.
Yeah, he pointed him out. Then the man turned around and said, if y'all notice, he said, I don't know. He was like when Trae was hitting him, when Trae hit him, then he got all the other hands. He don't even really know if he got jumped or not. Based on if you listen to what he's saying, the man don't know if he got jumped or not. He don't know who did it. Only thing he said is, I guess it was everybody that was there. So you're implicating everybody. You running your mouth. Now they could pick that up. The investigators get the zooming in on the tape and do some face recognition. Now here it is. Everybody that's around Trae is gonna get pulled in for questioning because you said everybody has some part in it. You don't even know who hit you, so you just throwing a Hail Mary out there. That wasn't cool either.
And one thing about checks of the law, Zero ain't gotta press charges.
No,
the police can pick
it up.
Yeah. That's with anywhere. Most places like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got video evidence or strong evidence. The state will pick the case up on its own without. Like they do that shit like with domestic stuff, violent acts where people they intimidating witnesses and shit like that. They do that shit. You right.
And then even if he tried, and what tripped me out so bad, and I ain't gonna hold you, because what tripped me out so bad was the fact that the man was trying to make it seem like he didn't want to say he gonna do nothing, but he wanted people to read between the lines or it's gonna be something. My nigga, you can't go on the news and get the snitching and tell the story and acting like you can retaliate. You can't retaliate now.
Man, that man don't have. He don't have no intentions to retaliate. He did what he did, and that was a tactic right there. So now I can't retaliate because the news people know what's going on. Let it die down because if you look at it and pay attention to it, that's his thing. I'm gonna let it die down. He just bumped. It's like people kind of reversing the roles. Ro had pulled. He made this character of I'm just this stand-up G. You know what I'm saying? But they forgetting Trae really the stand-up G. I'm gonna stand on the business. Now to let you come here, let me see something right quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he know that. You know what I'm saying? If you go back to Gorilla Mob days and all that, Trae always been the big gentle giant. But he gonna stand on his business. Even when he punched down Mike Jones, you know what I'm saying? Like he always stood on the business. You don't see him starting beef and squashing it. If it's up, it's stuck, and we gonna take it there. You know what I'm saying? He always moved like that. Whereas Ro, he was going in and out of jail, and that's why so many people fell in love with that gangster demeanor. Because when he would come out, he'll drop a crying track, or he'll say he one deep. I'm gonna keep my pistol. I do this if a nigga touch me. He even said in his album, if a nigga do this to me, they gonna die. They did that.
You know what
you went to the news.
You know what I find funny now is that the whole time Zero been out, H-Town niggas let that nigga slide by saying he from H-Town. You know what I'm saying? They've been letting it slide, and everybody know he not from Houston, he from Missouri City, Houston. Now these niggas like, oh, that nigga ain't from Houston. He from Missouri City.
He bold now.
He from
Yeah.
Mo City, baby.
They done disowned a nigga that quick. I done seen it all over the internet.
Man,
that's how that shit go.
But that's how it go with this music, man. Like
that's how the niggas be.
A lot of people just they like I say, they fall in love with the character and the lyrics, and then when it come down to it, and these cats really not who they think they are, man, they get heartbroken. Like a lot of people on the internet, it ain't the fact that it was went down like that. It's the fact that it was Zero, and they expected him to be like come up shoot like John Wayne or something. To see him fall in the fetal position, it broke their heart, man. It broke their spirits. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
That shit got me, man. That shit got me.
Bro.
That shit got me. I ain't gonna lie, because Zero, one of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? You know, beyond the character, whatever, just him as a rapper, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my favorite rappers, period. You know what I'm saying?
Now y'all know y'all can't trust no singing ass niggas.
Hey, you can't trust these singing ass niggas. That's what it come down to. But
you gotta look at Zero background. See me, like I'm a Zero fan, his music fan.
Yeah, for sure.
But the character, I know the character. Like, you gotta look at his background, man. He had a cat. Zero was signed to a cat out of Fort Worth. You know what I'm saying? Before, and they had problems. Over it wasn't even a good 6 months to where they was beefing, to where like even Pistol Play came into play with it because Zero was on that old fuck shit. He like a scavenger, you know what I'm saying? That's like with him and Pops, how their situation went. He was going through something for his legal situations. Jay came and said, hey, look, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna help you out. So he riding, he lawyer, but as soon as his legal situation get taken care of, now oh man, you fucking me out my money. I wasn't fucking you when I'm paying for this and getting you new cars and houses and I'm pulling you out the slums. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so if you got a cat that every time he get in a situation with somebody, it comes down to him being on the receiving end of being a fuck nigga, he a fuck nigga. Like he can rap good, but your character ain't to stand up as your lyrics say they are. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody,
that's obvious, man.
Everybody ain't gonna be wrong about you all the time like that. You know what I'm saying?
Straight
like
up.
You say, it keep being repeated, keep coming up. You know what I'm saying? The same thing. And see, like I ain't really, you know what I'm saying, hip to Zero. Like I mean, I know who he is. I know some of his music, but I wasn't a big fan. I kind of actually know more about Trae the Truth because of his work in the community. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And see, that's another thing, man. White media eating that up because they kind of trying to tarnish his work now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That ain't right because, like, no matter what the man do, he's still like a stand-up cat when it comes to that community activist. Like he gonna be on front line every time.
You know what? And you know what's crazy, Josh? I said that in my video that I had did because I'm like, okay, if Zero was if he was facing some time, or you know, if he was facing some time or something like that, if it was something that he was gaining from telling, okay, I get it, right? I was trying to sit here and figure out what would possess this man to go to the news. You don't get no type of compensation for this. You ain't getting no time. You ain't getting no time cut, nothing like that. What is you getting from actually going to the news, right?
And not just
I said, you know what? The only thing this man trying to tarnish Trae the Truth, because that's the only thing he can do. And I said,
and protection.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you say you a street cat. The police ain't the protective squad for you. If you're supposed
and it ain't really the police is putting it out in the public that way, like you say. Once he go to the news, it really can't. I mean, it's gonna be hard for either side to get retribution. You know what I'm saying? At least immediately, a motherfucker gotta let it die. Like he said, try to let it die down.
But he just didn't even go to the news. He went to Houston's investigative reporter. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the investigative report. This is the guy that pull up at McDonald's and say, hey, they've been serving ice cream with worms in it. We going in. You know what I'm saying? Like like when Chris Tucker was on the movie with the white guy. You know,
like
investigative reporter. Like, you know, you go to the investigative reporter. So that means you called him and had to report that, hey, I want to talk to you and tell you what happened when this internet stuff going on. You know, like that's it, man, it's crazy.
They're like when a nigga locked up in the county, he cast for them detectives.
Yeah. Hey, come here. I got something for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Man, but it was something that stuck out in that interview that let me know what type of person Zero was, is when he was describing his separation with Trae the Truth. When he was saying that, you know, what he ended up doing, I think he got besides himself and started feeling like David Ruffin. Because and part of for real though, because part of it he was like, you know, I could have done things differently, where he said he had got his DJ, he up and left, he didn't say nothing to anybody, didn't explain anything. If y'all doing business together and making money together, it's your duty to have a conversation with these folks. You don't get to just get to feeling some type of way, feeling like you're being used and you're being used as a commodity, and now you just finna pack your things like you're David Ruffin and exit and make it seem like, oh, okay, I could do this without them, but they can't do this without me. And I feel like that was shiesty for him to move like that as well.
Right, he moved like a scorned woman with that. It's like that's being abused. It's like I gotta sneak out when they ain't looking.
That's
I gotta
what it
sneak
is.
out.
Yeah,
Because
that's what
as
it
a
is.
man,
I was trying to put my finger on it.
Yeah, y'all my partners, and I'm in a group, and I got an issue, and I'm finna leave. I'm gonna address that with you, and I'm gonna leave with you knowing why I left. I ain't gonna sneak out the back door while y'all sleep.
Right.
Like, come on, man, that's some scorned woman type shit, just being abused. And just think, look, if you, the more you talk, the more you see what kind of character beyond the music. Like I say, he made great music. You know what I'm saying? Like, he makes some great music. But if you look at his character, just think of that. Me and you rocking, we in the group, we got all these people, we on tour, and you just get up one day and leave while we on tour. You done messed me out my money. You could have said, well, hey, after this tour, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't rocking no more. In the middle of the tour, you just pack up and leave. We ain't had no beef. Let you tell it, we ain't got no beef. You just feel a bad vibe. You know, I ain't rocking with them. I feel a bad vibe. So no, in the morning, I'm just gonna go. Matter of fact, y'all come on, we finna go to the strip club, and I'm gonna leave my so-called partners out here to talk to promoters and say why I ain't hearing why they can't get a group performance.
Yeah, and to be honest, being all intuitive like that is feminine anyway. Like, you sitting up here, you sitting up feeling some type of way, and you're not doing business and approaching people, a man like me and having a conversation. Right. You just sitting up there, you and your feelings, you feeling some type of way. Your intuition is telling you that things is going a certain way, and you're moving based off of an emotion. That's not even the way men actually handle things.
That's zero. Hey, that's him and his music and everything. All his music is, you know what I'm saying, like that. You know what I mean?
He's the crying over a female, and everybody just done did him
emotional.
Wrong.
Yeah, emotional.
And,
like he said,
like I say, when we booked him for that show that time, that's how he was. His demeanor was like he don't trust people. Like, it's like fans trying to come up with him, and he kind of standoff. He's like, man, bro, them your fans. Like, you ain't fucking with your fans. Like, these the people. That's why you eating. Like, nigga.
Exactly.
But he wanted to portray that I'm tough. I'm one deep, and I'm zero. Like,
that's why I say you always screaming one deep. If you moving one deep, you moving amongst the people by yourself. You supposed to embrace the people that embrace you.
Yeah,
that's how this shit goes. Like,
I'm ready to stop listening to rap at this point, because every nigga I embrace, they disappoint me, man. T.I. fucked me off. Freddie Gibbs fucked me off.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell y'all, the realest cat in Houston was a stand-up character, man, and I done did a lot of shows with him, J-Dog, man, and like, you know, he let his addiction kind of throw off his career, but man, that's a stand-up cat. Like,
I fuck with J-Dog.
Yeah.
To me, man, J-Dog he was Pac-ish. He was too Pac-ish.
Man, J-Dog, when I tell you, like, I can speak highly of cat, man, he gonna come front line every time and be ready for whatever with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He about that. Like,
that's what's up.
That's a stand-up cat. You know what I'm saying?
I've been waiting on my boy Sauce Walker to say something. He ain't said nothing about it, and he fuck with both of them, I think.
You know, they kind of, you know, them cats on the north.
A lot of people fucking both of them.
They staying out of it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you know, Sauce from the South. He from South.
You know what I'm saying? Who, Sauce?
Yeah, he from South Houston.
I mean, like, he from the Southwest, but all them type of cats, like in Mo City and all that, you like, that's Mo City business, what they consider that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the North, that's what I'm saying, like Slim and all them, like the North and South, they staying out of it. Like they ain't, you ain't gonna see no comment on it and nothing. They letting them people hash it out, but it's been like that in the streets.
Right. Hey, so where Trae from? He from the South too?
From the Southwest side.
Oh, you from the South too? Oh, okay.
You come out in Houston.
Okay. Yeah.
Somebody in the comments said y'all hating on Zero hating on himself, and let's be very clear. Like, here's the thing, right? When I this is what I noticed throughout the years with dealing with people who be all paranoid about other folks. A lot of times they're the ones that not to be trusted. People who know that they the type of person that'll do some BS, they be the main ones trying to look over their shoulder and they be questioning other people and how they moving, because they know they got them that in them to do what it is they doing. It's kind of like a person that, you know, accuse you of cheating all the time. 9 times out of 10, they the ones that's cheating. Zero walking around, he acting paranoid. He got to be by himself. He got to be solo and all of that. That's because he don't trust nobody because he ain't to be trusted.
Let me hold on. Let me tell that. Hey, let me tell the person in the comments something, man. I'm a stand-up motherfucking G with principles and morals, and I try to move accordingly and be trill in situations. I look at this whole situation. I can't pull nothing out for Zero. I want to. I want to say, well, this, but every goddamn from being in the fetal position, whether you protecting yourself or not, I can't get that out. The snitching allegations, the other shit, we done named numerous shit, man. It ain't like we lying. How the fuck are we hating, my nigga? I'm trying to shield the nigga, but I can't.
Yeah, the H-Town hero was balled up in the middle of the street like Baby Boy at the beginning of the movie. You get what I'm saying? That ain't on us.
That's our code.
This nigga went to the news and said Trae was the only person I saw hit me.
Nah, bro, you lying. He said Trae the truth.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That nigga
he said his full name, his first, middle, and last name. Trae the truth, nigga.
That's
I cut it off after that, bro. I ain't even watched the whole video.
Me either.
I cut it off. I'm like, what? I said, yeah, he tripping.
So somebody in the comments saying the street still standing with Zero. So
I mean, because
as far as what have you heard as far as the streets, you know what I'm saying, Josh?
Man, it speaks for itself. And I'm gonna back up Preem like on that, man. That's our culture. Like anytime you tell the truth about somebody who the fans love, you hating on them. Everything we done said been facts. It ain't no opinion. You know, we going through all the beefs he done squashed. If you a killer, why you squashing these beefs? You know what I'm saying? We going through, and like if and you can tell by how if the streets was rocking with him, just say like this here. The incident with ESG a few months back when they recorded him on the deal, how all the H-Town legends was speaking up and mad that they did that, and you know what I'm saying, they came and they was really hot about, you know, these people doing that. Who you done seen speak up and say, man, Trae, y'all fucked up, y'all did that to Zero besides fans?
Nobody.
Have you heard Faye said? Have you heard Bun B said? Have you heard Lil O, anybody from SUC? You ain't heard nobody. Lil Kiki, he very vocal. You dig what I'm saying? You ain't heard these cats come and say who wrong or right in this situation because they probably know the backstory, they know what's going on in the street, staying out of it. You know what I'm saying?
And I ain't worried about the social media streets because you'll see people sympathizing with 6ix9ine. So I ain't worried, you know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about it. You know it gotta be bad when Charleston call a nigga a snitch.
Right.
You gotta be bad when Charleston say, man, oh snitch ass.
Hey, no, man, but that's crazy, bro. Like it's like because like the agent was just saying, when you paranoid, he really projecting all the bullshit from himself onto other people because he doing all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like bro pointing out, it's just a pattern. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't really I don't keep up, but just hearing y'all talk about it, and I don't think y'all lying. I think y'all speaking y'all truth. You know what I'm saying? It's just like it's a pattern of bullshit. And then
matter of fact,
you know what I'm saying?
Have we seen Zero do any stand-up shit outside of rapping?
Oh shit.
Good question.
What, anything in the community?
We have seen Trae the Truth is very active in the community.
Have we seen Zero do any G shit outside of the lyrics?
Man, listen, squashing.
I'm thinking, baby.
Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all got a lot to say. Y'all real active out there. Give us an example.
He was
doing something stand up outside of the music.
He was finna beat up the little dude at the boxing match. What they got him on. You know, he ran after him and had everybody holding him back. Like, nigga, what you finna? You know what I'm saying? And then hold on. If you go look at that video, it's the same type of motion he did when he got up from the fetal position. He waited till he got behind the law. You gonna look at the video when the dude had words with him. He got behind everybody and was, oh yeah, I'm finna get you, and it did nothing happen.
And let me say something.
Everybody keeps saying he got jumped in the comments. I'm like, well,
and this is what I want to make very clear too. The thing is about people saying that he's a victim. Street cats, you can't be no victim. You know what I'm saying? You sit up here, you talking about, oh, Zero was a victim. Here's the thing. if the man got jumped, then yeah, it wasn't right for them to jump the man. I don't believe in jumping nobody.
No. Sometimes it depends on your how you fuck up.
And then if all the people you fucked over is around at the same time, then everybody want to get them a lick in. Because me and my cousins, now we gonna jump you regardless. But the thing is it's not taken away from the fact, yeah, if the man got jumped or whatnot, that's neither here nor there. To be honest with you, Zero can't even figure out himself if he got jumped. If you really listen to the interview, he wasn't able to really say for sure that he got jumped. He just knew that Trae the Truth punched him, and he knew when he got up out of the fetal position, he knew who was the person who was actually hitting him, and that's the reason why he was ready to swing at that particular point. So the whole thing about him getting jumped, that's neither here nor there. Nobody is condoning it. All at the same time, the problem is this man going on the news and him actually snitching when he's saying he's supposed to be a street cat. Like I said before, I don't care if you got jumped, I don't care if you got stabbed, shot, or any of the above. If you're in the streets, you're not supposed to tell who did it. You supposed to handle it according to how the streets handled it, and don't go by going on the news. I don't know. Y'all answer this question too. Have y'all ever known any person who claimed to be a gangster that actually go and call the news and sit up on the news?
That's what I was about to say.
The only time you see a gangster on the news is if they done made the news.
That nigga went to the news. Hey, they ain't even come to him. They went to
there having an Oprah Winfrey Dateline type of interview. Like, what the hell? First 60 minutes interview. You get what I'm saying? I ain't never seen no street nigga cops just sit up on the news. You're not even supposed to be welcome there, my guy.
And see, I'm not surprised that the majority of the casual fans gonna roll with Zero because they don't understand street politics. I understand it. Do I agree with all of it? Do I think it's fair all the time? No. But you signed up for this shit. You rap about this shit in damn near every song. And now you do a complete and total opposite. And when the niggas when we see it, we supposed to just be blind because of Zero. We can't say nothing because of Zero. Nah, we gotta stop that shit, man.
And I want y'all to understand something. When people be saying about it's his story to tell and it happened in front of the police or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's like, even if something were to come of it, you let them people do their job. You don't get on the news and start confirming anything. So it just lets you know that a lot of people just want raised a certain type of way, or you know what I'm saying? Because it makes no sense for people to not be able to register with the fact of, yeah, this is something that happened to the guy. Yeah, there were police around. But yeah, you also need to let these people do their job or whatever. I don't give a damn if you saw me on film and I knew it was me. You still gonna have to prove to me that was me.
Mm-hmm. This is a prime example.
Like, yeah, that was me. Like, what? I don't care about it being the video out there.
Ladies and gentlemen,
nothing on the video.
If anybody watching this, do not commit crimes. Do not break the law. The code is open. You can tell in the chat that motherfuckers don't care. They don't care, man. This is the 6ix9ine.
They're like, it's okay to snitch because he was the one that got jumped on. It's not.
And that's the thing. Everybody's saying jump, but they failing to realize you are a Crip. These are gang members. You got allegations of what you did. That was a DP. You got discipline. You didn't get jumped. Now, you signed up for that. And it involved over to where like it just happened in the public, but you got discipline because
that's a good point.
And
yeah, your Crip partners booked you.
You got discipline. That's why Trae said what he said, man. This is a family situation. We've been doing this. We've been fighting each other and getting over it. But then this the thing. The fans missing out on. Did Zero respond when Trae said, man, I don't know what the big deal is with him because we had a 2-hour conversation. But after this, these folks had a 2-hour conversation after this.
Yeah, and he still went on TV.
And he went to the news after
He
that.
still went to the news after that.
And that could be perceived as being shiesty as well.
So what you think about that? Because I don't see a few people say, you know, he trying to sue him and he trying to bring a lawsuit. That's why he going to the news and trying to, you know what I'm saying, basically, you know what I'm saying, put his case out there. What you think about
even
that?
with that, man, like it ain't no street code of conduct.
No, hell no, it ain't.
We suing people.
Right.
So yeah, that's wild.
The whole shit
over a fight.
I'm gonna sit in the courtroom and say, Your Honor, this was the person that hit me, Your Honor, for some money, you selling your soul now because you're supposed to have a code and you strongly stiff on that code because every song you drop, if you ain't crying over broad, you talking about how tough you are and how you street. So really, you can use this animated stuff to just draw in fans. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because now that you presented to stand up for who you are, you ain't standing up. And that's what everybody, they failing to realize, man, it's just the character you done portrayed to be. You're not standing up for that character, man. You know what I'm saying? You won now. You're not zero. You won now. You know what I'm saying? Because that's you done broke everybody's heart. I mean, it broke my heart to see. And the people that was out there,
you know what I'm saying, for real.
They say this man didn't get dropped or didn't do nothing. He got hit and he instantly fell down before anybody else could start hitting him. He got hit and folded up.
Damn, that's cold blooded.
I think Chuck is nuts.
Hey, you know they came out with video out there now. I don't need no help, my nigga. I could do bad on my own.
Yeah, the comments
he needed some help that time. You hear me? He needed.
I mean, they feelings hurt. That's all it is, man. They feelings hurt in the comments, man. A lot of fans, and you gotta be the type of person that think rationally and logical, man. You know what I'm saying? This situation anyway, because it's like nobody's looking at that. The fans in the uproar, but like him and Slim Thug real close, man. And Slim said it himself, man, I ain't getting in that. Like that's like business, like that's family business. Yeah, so people know it's deeper than just he called me over here and he hit me. No, you know what I'm saying? You've been out of line and they discipline you, man. They discipline you. Because if I felt like I got jumped and I did all that, I'm not gonna hold no 2-hour conversation with you afterwards.
Nah, hell no. Right.
And then you know what else tripped me out when he had went to the news? Where my glasses at? The man had said,
put your glasses on, man.
The man had the interview guy had asked him, he said, if you gonna do, asking him, basically trying to ask him if he gonna do anything about it. Here comes Zero. If you were to look behind my glasses and you can see my eyes, it's gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Like, money, you act like, you know what I'm saying? Like you Bone Thugs and Harmony, look into my eyes and tell me what it is you see. Like
he went into character though. He had to go into character. Yeah. He had to go into character then. Like it's still he got to stand up under that. Yeah. But that's not your true self. You know what I'm saying? In this in real life, expose these character rappers from these real rappers. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you rap, you was supposed to come up like John Wayne, fine. Like,
man, real.
Like nigga, I'm out here 1D, but I got this cannon. Because you say you keep that cannon on you, you supposed to fire him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he supposed to came out like Soldier Boy when them folk came into his house. Pow, pow, pow. That's how you supposed to be like Soldier Boy. You know what I'm saying?
He should have like what you say. He should have had some of that spray though, man. Like
that
would have supposed to have that mace on him.
But at the end of the day, it's a good thing though that you know what I'm saying. It just ended with a scrap. He had, you know what I'm saying. It just ended with him getting jumped. You know what I'm saying. It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying. No blood spilled. You know what I'm saying, like that. You know what I mean.
But I can't say this here. Watching a few months, this here gonna trigger them to be back cool. You dig what I'm saying?
I hope so.
No bullshit. Because for you to have a 2-hour conversation, you knew something was wrong and y'all hashing something out. But that's the thing, what they trying to get people to understand. This family business, man, it's gonna get worked out. But shit, this had to happen because like it done spilled over far too long. And like Trae said, this gonna have to happen for us to move forward with any kind of reconciliation. You know what I'm saying? This had to go down.
Right. Yeah, I really do hope they use this as a moment to just like, step back, evaluate everything. It shouldn't go down like this. Like this shouldn't be, the
end of
the end of everything, and something that we just carrying like their legacy or anything like that. This shouldn't be it. They should be at that space. With Texas being so big and them being like just them actually being legends in the game or whatever, they don't even have to tour outside of the state of Texas and make hella money. They in that point in their time, they're in a point in their career where it don't even matter where they go to, you know what I'm saying, in the state of Texas, they gon' sell out a show. You know what I'm saying?
So hell yeah.
And y'all
both of them together
fighting and stuff like that. Come on, man. They need to use this moment like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Everything came to a head. It is what it is. It was pressure building up over time. Everything came to a head. Let's go ahead and did this. Put something out together. Right now is the time.
Y'all don't think that's gonna be crazy?
I don't know if it's gonna happen though.
Trying to just use it to make some money. To be honest, everybody gonna go buy that album.
The fans.
I don't see them coming back after this. That's over with. I mean, that's just my opinion. They might be cool, but
the fans won't let it happen because as much as the fans say, man, you know, we want this to happen, they wouldn't let it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because we seen today with Moneybagg and Finesse, it can happen because like them boys was at each other's throat, you know, but it's bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? One of them stepped up and it's bigger than that. But sometimes when you got this ego and then these fans, they saying this and that there, it's going to have to be orchestrated in a certain manner for it to come back in jail.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, but like Zero said on the interview, the one thing that I did like, you know what I'm saying, that even I said they should come together, call up Cuz, you know what I'm saying, put together that celebrity boxing match, you know what I'm saying. I want to see it, you know what I'm saying. Let them go ahead and get it on, you know what I'm saying, the ring, and just leave it right there. Whether they make some more music, you know what I'm saying, make some more music or not, you know what I'm saying. Just
these entertainers ain't trying to get beat up, man.
No. If it's money involved,
listen, the man already done got beat up for free. He might as well get beat up for a fee. You know what I'm saying? You might as well. You know,
if it's money involved, man, you put that $500,000 up, man. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead and get it on for the fans, man. Fuck it.
You know, listen,
I don't think they gonna go make it there.
Speaking of this celebrity boxing match thing, I had seen a flyer. I don't know how true this is, but they talking about Zero versus Trae the Truth, December the 10th, 2022, at the boxing match and car show. They was like, this was all as a publicity stunt. Now, I ain't finna be out here spreading no rumors or anything like that because I think people just made this up real quick and threw these folks on the flyer to not kind of use them in order to promote the car show.
Man, these niggas scamming. They got pre-sale tickets and these niggas scamming.
They scamming. They getting it on. They ready to
they scamming with that. But nah, I'm just like, this don't sound right. Something in the milk ain't clean.
Right on. Man.
Yes, indeed. We done unfolded a whole lot, you know. We got people feeling like we done jumped on Zero again and everything like that. We just sharing our sentiments.
So me personally though, that ain't gonna stop me from bumping his music. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a Zero fan. I'm still gonna fuck with him on that tip. You know what I'm saying? It was just sad to see, you know what I'm saying, for me as a fan, you know what I'm saying, just the whole situation, period. Then him getting up and, you know what I'm saying, it was just sad to see, but you know what I mean? I'm still fucking with Ro. You know what I'm saying? Somebody
come and say keep women out of men's business, the
well, niggas, men need to quit acting like women. Somebody said, I wish that fat bitch shut up because she'll lose a fight to a chicken wing. Fuck my strap. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You the type of nigga that get paid. Fuck out of here. People get on the internet, they just saying anything. Now you want to text with me because this man done got Peter Road. You know what I'm saying? And he talking about I have a problem with a chicken wing. I'll fuck a 10-piece up. What did you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
They talking about we laughing at black on black crime. It was a fight. That shit is a fight, bro. Brothers fight.
Shut your bitch ass up, black on black crime.
This is what people gotta realize. You signed up for this. When you became the type of person you are in the field you are, you signed up for this type of critique, for people giving opinions. And then when you stepped on the news, you really signed up for it because now you gave people more of an opinion because you on the news and you giving somebody to talk about. So a man like the fans, a motherfucker, man, like people in fandom on here, man, they hey man, they get stuck. And that's why I say the streets, as far as the street go, the streets know what's going on with that situation. They staying away from it. They letting family business be family business. And like, I think even with Zero, shit, you can tell his track record, he using this as a time to where say, shit, I might as well get me up out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the fans on my side, so I might as well go on and shit. Hey, I might get me a couple of 100,000 out of it.
Right. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Sell this
album.
album.
To drop an album or something, I think. Didn't he just drop an album?
Yeah, he just dropped an album. What?
He in the studio now trying to work on one. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga just dropped the album like about 3-4 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah, because I was 50-50 with the whole thing. I ain't like the fact that they was talking about he had got jumped, but you made sense when what you said about it, so that made it make sense or whatever. I just hope that we don't see anything escalate any further than what it had. Because to be honest with you, when I seen that video of Zero in that fetal position, didn't I tell you I was like, damn, somebody gonna get shot? Because that's when when I seen it, I was like, somebody got to get shot because the man didn't even get to get his lick back. So I'm like, somebody gonna slide, but hopefully, I mean, I think at this point, Zero has no way to actually retaliate or anything like that because he done went to the news for this like I guess a level of protection.
Yeah, it's over with. Ain't no retaliation.
So, can't retaliate. So
that nigga went to the news, man. Like, come on, man. You called the news, bro. Like,
yeah, so I just hope, man, that this
Trae did it.
This just turned into something where they both be able to do something positive and make them some money out of it.
When all this shit settle down, they still gonna have their same fans. Trae still gonna do this community stuff. It's Trae Day in Houston. Right. They still gonna make music. Yeah, I still listen to old Zero. I fuck with Zero. I fuck with Trae. ABN album is one of the best albums in hip hop history, in my opinion.
That's a big fact.
Yeah.
So it'll be over with just like everything else in hip hop. Brady Gibbs got beat up 2 months ago. He done dropped some new shit, and now everybody done forgot about it.
Yes, indeed. So, with that being said, we done had you on here for about an hour. We ain't gonna hold you too much longer, Mr. Josh Prince. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you, brother.
And blessing us with your presence.
Hey,
Is there anything in addition that you would like to add or say?
Man, hey, look, man, I enjoy watching you guys, man. Y'all keep staying still for what y'all putting out there, man, and good luck going forward with it. And, man, y'all pay attention to them Houston streets, man, because word on the rumor mill, man, 50 Cent ain't checked in with Jay. You know what I'm saying? So he been doing all this moving and grooving. He ain't checked in with the old man yet. So, in a couple of, it's, hey, you ain't heard that, though,
So brother Josh, is anything you got going on where the people need to know?
Man, you know me, I do everything, man, from real estate to trucking and everything, man. You can, right now I just had a newborn, so I'm kind of quiet right now. But man, hey, listen, yeah.
For sure.
What's up, brother?
Congratulations on that baby. Yep, appreciate it.
Congratulations,
y'all stay safe out there.
Yes,
sir.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And for those of you that are watching and you hadn't subscribed yet, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you like the video, like it. If you didn't like the video, still hit the like button because you've been here long enough, making comments get bad or whatever the case may be. You might as well subscribe too so you can come back and cuss us out next week.
Right.
It's been one. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're about to tune out. Y'all have a good one.
The Hip Hop School, Past and Present Podcast.